You either use the internet for fun or you use the internet to grow. You're here to grow. Welcome to TRS Clips.
And what do you do when you use your phone, right? And you're talking to your friend and you're not able to hear him properly? What would you do?
Tune the set better.
No, you're using your phone. Let's say you're using your phone, you're talking to him.
Go to
right?
a place that probably has better network.
Like what you do is start like putting your hand like this. Try to increase the height and find a better location because it's a simple concept, right? The higher you go, the better the reception.
So the lingam on top of the pyramid could have also been used for communication.
Exactly. So the concept that, somebody's building a huge pyramid higher than all the trees and putting a 30-foot tall cylindrical crystal. Are people just going there to communicate to the gods, or are they actually communicating with the gods? Was there science?
Or with each other over really large distances.
Of
like
course.
ancient telegram system.
Of course.
Because there are lingams found all over the world which people refer to as monoliths.
Yes.
Like Western historians call lingams monoliths. And there's pyramids all over the world.
Wow.
And so much of history is destroyed just because of the nature of time and the weather.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And this might answer those questions like why are there so many parallels between these cultures which are on two opposite ends of the earth?
Yes.
I mean, these are just theories, but this is how you should dive into history, I believe.
Yeah.
Tie science, engineering into it,
Yes.
and then ask yourself questions and possibilities.
Yes. Same thing is asked about the Egyptian pyramids, right? Why did they build the pyramids? The common opinions now are like really changing. Why would they build a giant pyramid in the middle of nowhere? They must have used it for some kind of transmission, right? We don't know what it is. Energy, radio waves, whatever it is, right? They must have used it for some kind of... Look, let's say the world ends, right? So there's a huge natural calamity, right? And everybody becomes extinct. Let's say only maybe 500 people survive. And they build a civilization, slowly start to build a civilization. What will they say looking at all the radio or cell phone towers? If, let's say, 100 cell phone towers somehow survive, they're not going to understand that technology, right? They're going to be like, this is what our ancestors worshipped. They're not going to understand the purpose, right? They're not going to understand the purpose of this, right? Think about that. Oh, look, and this is the perspective that I bring to you, saying that, let's say there is a world war coming out, right? So everybody, so some people are supporting some country, some blah, blah, blah. The world is at war with each other, right? So everybody has nuclear weapons now. Most of them do. So they completely get wiped out. Like everybody's gone. What about people in Sentinelese Island? What about people there? Will you destroy Sentinelese Island? Like if you're a major power? No, right? You're like, who cares about them? What about the tribes in Amazon, right? Nobody cares about them, right? They don't even have any technology, right? So we just leave them. But the rest of the entire world is completely destroyed. Now, what will the Sentinelese do? They have to evolve, right? They have to become better, right? Eventually, let's say they come to our level. Now, they would have learned from their ancestors that, oh my God, there are helicopters going, there are planes going. We have seen them with our own eyes. We have seen people coming in big ships. We have seen people talking without any wires, right? They would have written, the Sentinelese would have written them in their notes. But 2,000 years later, what will their kids study? They'll be like, this is just pure mythology. This is just fun, right?
It's a cycle of destruction and rebirth of the human race.
Yeah.
But we're arrogant enough to think that in 2022,
yes,
this is as far as the world has come.
Yes. I mean, we always have this arrogance inside us, right? We think that we're the most dominant species on the planet. We like to think that we are the most advanced people on the planet. And we don't know that for sure, right? There may have, and that's what all the ancient Hindu texts are saying, right? They're saying that, oh, Krishna, like the gods would use a weapon, and the weapon will destroy an entire city. They're talking about nuclear weapons, today, right? See, 100 years ago, people were laughing at this. You know this? Like, people were laughing at this, saying that, how do you put one weapon and the entire city gets destroyed? Until they invented the atom bomb, right? Today, we have this, right? To just try to analyze things a little bit better.
Or a little more openly.
Yes, a little bit. Don't try to dismiss it as absolute truth or absolute falsehood. I'm saying that, somebody will take a weapon. You don't have to believe in magic for this. Okay, you can believe in, if you want. You can believe in spirituality if you're really spiritual. Nothing is wrong with that. But even without that angle, you can be completely scientific, right? So in Mahabharata, somebody takes a weapon, right? And he talks to the weapon. And he says, go and hit this target. And the weapon will go and hit that target. Okay? Now, what about today? Can you talk to Alexa? Can you talk to your phone? Can you talk to Siri? Yes. Do you think they're actually using switches or like buttons to send weapons to the exact location? They're using voice activation systems.
On a tiny missile.
Yes, they're actually doing that. They're saying they're not touching anything. They're saying, you're a drone, go and strike this drone on this exact longitude and latitude, and it'll go and hit that. We are using Alexa, everything, like we're saying, Alexa, turn off the lights, and Alexa turns off my light today. That's the technology I have. It doesn't have to. Even 20 years ago, people were very doubtful of that, right? They could not really think about that. Oh, this guy's talking to a weapon, and that weapon goes and hits that target. It doesn't have to be magic. It can be pure science.
Yeah. That's actually one of the goals of this podcast, to just help people open up and question things, question the world that we live in.
That's fantastic. I really love that.
Yeah, man. I feel there's so much to discover. Have you ever played Age of Empires?
No.
Okay, it was this video game we used to have way back where you had to build a civilization and go and like either build yourself up and make money or conquer other civilizations.
Oh.
But it begins with a dark map, and where your village is, only that part is lit up.
Oh.
And as you send your people out into the world, the rest of the map keeps like lighting up, and then you get to see what's in the map.
Wow.
And that's where the human race is right now. We think we know the whole map.
Yes.
In terms of science.
Yes.
But science is just stuck in this one circle, and science is also still evolving. Yes. Science is one of the most important tools in the world.
Yes.
But we're still discovering what life is, what the world is, what history is.
Yes.
So evidence is great, but let's be patient and let's think about what could have been.
Yes. If we survive.
New clips released at the same time that a podcast releases. This is TRS Clips. Make sure you subscribe.